What's up, guys? Um, I need it today. I got a lot of rest. Got my laundry done. I definitely need it today. Um, all media access news will be going live tonight at 10:15 p.m. I told you guys his name is Jay. He's a Bronx native. Um, I shared with you guys, I'm a Long Island girl. So he's right there on the front line. He's in that community. He's been doing junior videos. And I will be tuning in for that later. So if you're interested, I would definitely check out his YouTube channel. Subscribe. Follow him. I just was very, very upset. And I guess what upset me, what added to me being upset, was this morning when I woke up. I don't know where you guys live. I know you guys said a lot of you are from different states, Texas, all over the U.S. I don't want to leave a state out, so I don't want to start to shouting out states, because I talk to a lot of people all around. News headlines this morning was that Beyonce had to have an emergency C-section when she was pregnant with Remy and Sir, because she had toxemia or something. I can't even remember which pregnancy disorder that she had. And how she's on the cover of Vogue magazine, and how it was for the first time a black photographer shooting the cover of Vogue. To me, that's not news. Okay, I really don't care. The twins are over a year old, and don't come at me in the comments, Beyonce fans, okay? My thing is, that's not new news. If they wanted to say how she had to have an emergency C-section, why didn't she share that when she had them? Why wait till after they're a year old? My point is, I hate the media. I hate the fucking news. Excuse my language. They are not reporting what needs to be reported. Okay? And seeing all those news cameras in Leandra's face when she was standing at the podium showing all the documents. I seen a microphone for CBS. I seen a microphone for NBC. I seen a microphone for ABC. To be honest with you, Pix 11 and Telemundo, they have been reporting this story always. Okay? Dying down, but still keeping it out there. I wouldn't even talk to CBS, NBC, or ABC. I'm sorry. I would not even spoke to them, because they moved on, and they were only there for the ratings last night. Okay? They were only there. All of them were only there for the ratings last night. I love you guys' feedback. I love your comments. I love our dialogue. And some people were saying, about the family. They weren't that close. Somebody said that, some might not want to be in front of the camera. That's not their thing. This was not just an interview. This wasn't just, like, we've seen a lot of cameras inside Leandra's home. And Manny did share that on his IG page, where I told you guys in a video, I think last week, where she was showing them the gifts that she's received, and she was talking to, I don't know who these cameras was, I don't know who these people were, but Manny was taping the interview from his cell phone, and he posted that on his IG. This was a rally and protest, okay? This was not an interview. This was a rally and protest to keep the bodega where your son, speaking about the father, and your baby bro, Genesis, Manny, and the other brother who we don't really see, or have not really seen too much of at all. This was for your baby brother. This was your time to shine. Forget Instagram. Forget Facebook. Forget all that nonsense, okay? This was an important event to be by your mother's side. And I shared with you guys this morning, or maybe last night, I don't remember at this point, that somebody had posted that everybody grieves differently, and that Manny's really grieving, because he had posted a video at the cemetery, I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning, crying saying that that's his brother in there and how the gates was locked and how he wanted to see his brother. And then I showed you guys the video yesterday when he went back the next day and seen his brother. See, the problem with Manny is, and that did tug at my heart because he's right. I don't know. My sisters are still living. My siblings are still living. So I cannot relate. Okay? So I don't want to pretend that I do. But when you needed to show up and be there for your mother, you do Instagram. You post on Instagram about feeding a homeless woman. And everybody's saying how your mother's losing weight. He doesn't come across to me as genuine. And I think his tears now is because he's received a lot of criticism from people and his own people. He's received a lot of criticism because everybody's looking at you funny because you're moving funny. So enough about him. What also hurt me is that I know Leandra and Junior's father are not together. He's in a new relationship. He moved on. And don't come for me in the comments, because I told you I will not be censored on my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel. And I'm going to express myself. And what came to me last night, y'all, was Mama's baby, Papa's maybe. Okay? Mama's baby, Papa's maybe. And I'm not saying there's not good fathers out there that would not be there for their child. But he should have been there. He should have been there. I don't give a damn. Genesis should have been there. Somebody said maybe they think she's saving to move or she needs to work. You could have swapped that shift out. That's not an excuse to me. I'm sorry. This rally to show, you want the public to come out and support you. How's the public supposed to do that and the family's not united? And I know people have problems and families are distant, but when it comes down to stuff like that, you stand together. You deal with all that other stuff behind closed doors. But you have to have a united front. You have to have a united front. It really bothered me, and her mother was not there. I remember when I got divorced, it hit me. Now, mind you, I'm the one who wanted to divorce, A manipulator, a user will suck you dry for as long as you'll keep them around. But I wanted out of that marriage, okay? And you know how when you fill out a job application and it says emergency contacts? I was married for 19 years, my first marriage. So, of course, my emergency contact would have been my husband. And the first time I went to go get a side hustle and I had to fill that out, I felt bad. You just felt like you had nobody looking after you. Here it is, I'm an adult. You would like for your spouse, or even though it wasn't the case, I was taking care of him and the children, but you would like to think that somebody has your back. You would like to think that, if something happens, you can fall back on somebody. That's what I think of when you think of a significant other and a mate. Okay? And I no longer could put down that name, so I had to start using my mother. And I told you guys, I was in a very toxic relationship with the narcissist. And just my health had deteriorated and I had to have emergency surgery. My mother flew up here, okay? She let her job know, and she flew up here and she waited. I was in surgery for 6 hours. She was by my side. I just don't understand why. Even, maybe she doesn't speak much English. And I had mentioned about Leandra being taken advantage of because she speaks poor English. And somebody said it has nothing to do with it. Yes, it does. Do you think they're showing her those contracts in Spanish that they want her to sign for her son's foundation? Do you really think they're showing her this shit in Spanish? I just felt like, it's a shame. It's really a shame. I don't know what's going on that we don't know about in the background. Some people mention maybe it's about the money and the $400,000 for the GoFundMe. We don't know what's going on in the background, but that lady clearly needs help. She was crying out for help. You could just see it. It's just crazy. I just don't see how family members can post on their social media. And again, it's their social media. They can do what the hell they want. But how do you not expect public criticism when 1 minute is rest in peace, June, my baby bro, and all this other stuff? You setting up events in his honor, wrestling matches in his honor. You know what I mean? And of course, because we're so invested, if we're close or we're able to attend those wrestling matches, we're going to buy a ticket. We're going to show love. We're going to show support. But then when you need to be out there in front of the cameras and all that, you were nowhere to be found. I don't understand. Somebody said that Leandra wasn't going to go, but the Pix 11 lady dragged her out. How does that look? But you know what? If she needed to take a break, I understand. I understand if she wanted to take a break. Again, the circle. A circle. Okay? She needs a circle around her. Her brothers? Where are her brothers? I'm just sorry. That's your sister. That's just family. Where's the love? It's fucking fake love and it's fake support. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't even want to go to their pages anymore. I'm lying. I'm going to be nosy. But I'm just saying, I mean, I couldn't even tell that one with a straight face. But what I'm trying to say is it's fake. As far as I'm concerned, it's fake love and fake support. You needed to be there last night. You needed to be there last night with your mom. And regardless of what you feel or what y'all going through on the background, we don't have to know that. But you needed to be there last night. And the fact of the poor turnout, in my opinion, just lets me know that people already moved on. I mean, guys, it hasn't been a month and a half yet. Okay, the 10th will be a month and a half. People already moved on with their life. They have. They're already on. And the fact that Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 7, I wouldn't even spoke to them. I think she spoke to somebody from CBS. I would have had to curse that lady out. See, I'm not, you know, God bless her. God bless her. But it just really bothered me. And I'm sorry, there's no excuse. This was not just a regular interview. I can understand all those people in her house, all those interviews and posts. I can understand if you don't want to be part of that. But not this rally. What about, somebody made a good point. What about Genesis' boyfriend who lives in the house? He shared a text message that he had text Junior that night that Junior disappeared, saying, you know, where are you when you're coming home or something like that. I haven't really seen him too much. The sister-in-law, you know, she's posted several pictures at the gravesite, posing. And again, to me, that should be private. And somebody, I wanted to share this with you. Somebody I was private messaging, I believe private messaging, said it's like a reality show. And that's what TV has become, and I'm guilty of it. I really don't watch sitcoms anymore. I'm really more into reality TV. And that's what this looks like to me. And it's a shame. This life is lost. This is real. Now that reality TV, that's for shits and giggles. But this is a real drama story. And guys, the trial is not even, we still got to get through the trial. So just prayers for her. You know what I mean? And that Muhammad guy, we all already know he's a scam artist. All of them. All of them. And I was thinking, they said even one foundation in Dominican Republic. Nothing about Dominican Republic, but my church does an outreach there once a year. Okay? It's not a very rich country. Besides the resorts and everything else, they probably get a lot of money off of tourism, or the people who own the land and have the hotels are making the money. But those people there, how they have a foundation for Justice for Junior? They need help too. I'm done, y'all. Make sure you tune in to All Media Access News, 10:15 tonight. I'm going to be on that live. And thanks for the feel better wishes. And just let me know what you guys think.